What? Just so so she is so she said if whoa, that's what she's saying. That's what she's at now. That's where she is. Okay, hi everyone. I got a request to do a reaction video to another video which I'm about to watch. So I haven't actually watched it. So this is like live reaction going on there, and it's from Freelee, the banana girl, somebody who I unsubscribed from a while ago just because it just ended up being too negative and too hate speeching almost on her channel. Vegan promoter, and I fully support people being vegan, and I believe that there are many sports and health benefits of it, as well as physiological benefits in terms of possible weight loss if you do it correctly. So yeah, somebody just said on my channel, is like, have you seen the latest ones? She's going insane. I was like, all right, okay, more, and let's get a reaction video first. So I thought, okay, let's see how this goes. So let's, it is 3 minutes 34 seconds long. So let's see. So this should be not too much longer than that. Currently at the moment, it's about 3,000 up and 2,000 down thumbs. So not doing all that great.
So I just woke up and
I'll just put the volume up so you can hear it.
Hey Fruitbat, so I just woke up and I was thinking about something in bed, which I think about quite often.
Whoa, first of all, if that's how fast she talks when she's just got out of bed, you know why this woman doesn't have any coffee. Christ, that's if you are not a native English speaker, that was a brrr, speech there.
Hey Fruitbat, so I just woke up and I was thinking about something in bed, which I think about quite often, and that's where the people who continue to eat meat and dairy, even though they know the impact of their diet choices on the planet, on the animals, they've watched Earthlings, they know the facts, they've been educated, but they choose to continue eating animal products. Whether they actually deserve to continue living. And that might be like... so...
Wait. What?
They've watched Earthlings, they know the facts, they've been educated, but they choose to continue eating animal products. Whether they actually deserve to continue living. And that might be...
Just... so she is... so she said if people who eat animal products, a burger here and there, some milk in their cereal in the morning, if they should be allowed to continue living. Wow. Oh, that's oh, right. Okay. Oh dear. This is one of those things where you surround yourself by insane people, you end up becoming more insane. If this is what she thinks about regularly, oh, I just got out of bed and I'm thinking about this all the time and blah 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 blah. Should people that eat meat be allowed to live? Is that what she's actually just said? That's pretty special there. Yeah, it's like people that kind of get into conspiracy theorists conspiracy theories that they end up just kind of going more and more down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories until they end up locking themselves in their basement with a shotgun and just dying down there because they're just going too mental. So she's now at the point where, let me just hear that again.
They eat meat and dairy, even though they know the impact of their diet choices on the planet, on the animals, they've watched Earthlings, they know the facts, they've been educated, but they choose to continue eating animal products. Whether they actually deserve to continue living. And that might be...
Yeah, I'm not... If I know somebody that is eating a burger, I'm not looking at them going, I definitely think whether you should be allowed to live or not. Whoa, that's what she's saying. That's what she's at now. That's where she is. Like there was fat shaming, which is like, you're fat, we're gonna shame you. Then there's fit shaming, so people who were fit were shamed for being fit because it made fat people feel like they were being shamed. And now this is then what Freelee. The reason why I stopped following her channel was because she became then diet shaming, but it wasn't just diet shaming. Is what it was. Unless you were doing her exact specific style of diet, you were being shamed in some sort of way. So even if you were vegan but you ate pasta, it's like, you're doing it wrong, you're terrible, you're going to kill the world. So now she's gone to the point in her head where she actively thinks about whether people should be allowed to live because they don't follow her diet. Wow. That's a whole new level of mental veganism. Oh, I actually don't know. Where's this video going to go? I don't know if I want to press play anymore from there. Should I just leave it there? Should that just be my reaction video? Wow. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go further in. Let's see how this goes.
So extreme sounding to you, so dramatic.
It's not extreme or dramatic. It's just insane. That's it.
But I've got to break it to you. We live in an extreme, dramatic world. There's a lot of fucked up shit going on. There's a lot of negative shit going on. And I know there's a lot of unicorn huggers out there. You unicorn huggers are like, oh, Freelee, you're so negative. You always focus on the negative. Oh, Freelee, be more positive. Freelee this, Freelee that. Oh my God, you create your own reality, Freelee. And you know what?
Okay, unicorn huggers, I'm guessing that's people that only want to hear the positive messages kind of stuff. In terms of like psychological aspect of it, promoting your ideology, your ideal, you're far more likely to promote the idea successfully and gain followers, as it were, through positive inspiration. It's like if you're training a dog, you either have negative reinforcement or positive reinforcement. And in terms of people's diet and dietary desires, giving people shit for what they eat just ends up making people kind of go, I don't want to fucking hear your story. Giving people a very positive message about the benefits of what you're doing, or of a vegan diet, you're far more likely to get people go, hey, well, look, this bodybuilder, like Vegan Gains, oh, he's ripped and he's a vegan. That's pretty awesome. Or that strongman guy that Vegan Gain talks about all the time is, again, a great inspiration of like going, oh, holy crap, you can actually do it. For me, I've read a couple of books of the sports athletes who I follow. Again, they're all down the vegetarian, vegan kind of lifestyle, not because of moral reasons, but because they've found that it's actually, they've had better performances from it. So there's a guy, Scott Jurek, who's an ultramarathon runner, and he was saying that he got into vegetarianism, and he found the more vegan he was, the faster he healed, the faster he recuperated from excessive exercises, and the more he's able to perform better from it. So that, for me, that was a bigger kind of like, hey, I should totally try and be vegan because of his positive messages about what I could gain from it. So I suppose it's a selfish kind of idea, but it's like, hey, if I can be fitter and healthier and be stronger and be able to recover faster from going down a more vegan lifestyle or vegan diet, then that's, I am going for that. If you're just going to go, you shouldn't be allowed to live because you eat a burger once, unsubscribed. As you can see, it's still asking me to subscribe. Sorry, not happening.
Agree to a certain degree, you create your own reality, but the slaughterhouses still exist. The fur farms still fucking exist. They are still there.
Loving the cute little pictures of the fluffy animals. And again, this is not something I disagree with. This is all fair enough. But how it goes from there to murdering humans or not allowing them to live.
Yeah, regardless of you turning a blind eye to them and focusing on other things, they are still there. Animals are still having their fur ripped off their back. Ouch. Animals are still having anal electrocution. They're still having their throats.
Did she? Wow.
back. Animals are still having anal electrocution.
That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. You just don't want animals having anal electrocution. I hate it when I get that anal electrocution. That's not something I've heard about before, or witnessed, or really studied into. I'm interested that how imagine that in America where they have the what do you call it the Green Mile, what do you call it, where they kill people for being in jail. Oh, we're going to give you the electric helmet, was it electrocution chair. It's like, no, we're going to give you the electrocution anal probe. Wow, you know you're an adult whenever you can just spout out the phrase anal electrocution without having a little bit of a giggle. That's grow up, Dom. Grow up, Dom. It's a terrible thing. Terrible.
Still having their throats slit, their skulls crushed. That shit is still going on. And yes, it's negative, and we need to bring attention to it to make a positive change. That's what's positive about the focus of animal rights activists and people who actually give a shit about the planet and focus on these negative things to turn them into positives. So ignoring that stuff is not being positive. It's not being enlightened. It's just being ignorant.
Wait, ignoring that stuff is not... Wait, say that again?
Being positive. It's not being enlightened. It's just being ignorant.
No, ignoring that stuff is just being ignorant. Incorrect. Ignorant is the not knowing of something. So, for example, just now, I am ignorant of the theories of aerodynamics and thermodynamics. I'm ignorant of them. I don't know about them. That's ignorance. Ignorance is a fairly chilled out word. We use it in a very negative form in daily conversation, but ignorance is really just like that snail is ignorant of UK tax law. It's like, well, yeah. It's like you're ignorant. It's like, no, I've never been told it. I don't know what it is. Like what you say. Like there's some inner city kids who will have a burger for every meal, and they are ignorant that the burger actually comes from a cow. They're like, oh yeah, I love burgers, and then they'll see a cow in a field and go, what the hell is that? And like, it's a cow. They're like, holy shit, is that what a cow looks like? And they go, yeah, that's what your burger's made out of. They're like, how? I don't understand. That's ignorance. So that's a different thing. So I think your use of the English language there failed you that one.
Is to turn them into positives. So ignoring that stuff is not being positive. It's not being enlightened. It's just being ignorant.
No, definitely not. You're wrong.
So it's important.
There must be a better word for it. It's like belligerent, I think is the word.
To make that distinction. And am I being too extreme? And yes, it does include...
What?
Family members of mine who actually continue eating meat and dairy. And I love the extreme. And yes, it does include family members. So it's important to make that distinction. And am I being too extreme? And yes, it does include family members of mine who actually continue eating meat and dairy. And I love...
Whoa.
Love them very much.
So, oh my god. So she is actually at the point where instead of just like, hey, I've got an idea, I'm just going to troll the world, I've just got this, I just woke up, I've got this funny idea. She's actually gone to that point in her conscious there to be thinking about the consequences of this for murdering members of her own family. Wow, Freelee, you are down the rabbit hole. You are down there. We can't see you anymore. Like, I'm thinking about the members of my family that I'm gonna have to kill because they haven't followed my diet. Oh, that's like proper, like mental religion kind of things going on there, where you're even having to segregate yourself from members of your family because you think they shouldn't be allowed to live because they don't follow the same diet as you. Wow. But I kind of feel sad for this.
But we're in this situation where drastic change needs to happen and people aren't taking it fucking serious enough.
She sounds like she's about to start crying there. I think she should be crying here, but more about the fact that she's to the point of thinking about murdering members of her family. Or not allowing them to live. Give or take how you say that.
Drastic change needs to happen and people aren't taking it fucking serious enough. And if their position on the planet was threatened because of their dietary choices, they would change to vegan in a heartbeat.
Does she actually do the clicky hand thing? Is that actually still done these days? I don't know. Girls, I suppose girls can do that. Okay. I thought it was just like, what do you call them? Ladyboys that do that kind of thing. But okay, let's see this.
Choices, they would change to vegan in a heart.
So wait, what? My head is so fried with what she's just said here that it's difficult for me to realize what she's saying in every sentence.
If their position on the planet was threatened, people aren't taking it fucking seriously enough.
We're not taking it seriously enough.
And if their position on the planet was threatened because of their dietary choices, they would change to vegan in a heartbeat.
Ah, right. So if their position on the planet was threatened because of their dietary choices, they would change to vegan in a heartbeat. Do you know what? There's a lot of people that don't. There's a lot of people that they must be fully aware that their diet has caused them illness and bowel disorders and all that kind of stuff, and then they go and get their like blood tests or their allergy tests, and they go, oh yeah, you're totally allergic to chickens and meat and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, still kind of go, oh, I love a burger, unless you're having full-on like celiac disease. Celiac disease is gluten intolerance. It's not gluten intolerance, it's full-on, you will die from eating things with gluten in it. That, yeah, you have to do that. In terms of, so if everything that wasn't vegan meant that you were going to die, would you turn to vegan? Well, yeah, I suppose you kind of would to survive. But I don't know where this is going here.
That's the truth of the matter, because it's so fucking easy to be vegan as well.
No, it's not. It is not. There's only a very few minority of people that I know that are able to be vegan, and in being vegan, they are massively socially outcast in modern Western society that I know of. Wait, what did she say that? Being vegan is really fucking easy.
Truth of the matter, because it's so fucking easy to be vegan as well.
It's not. It's very easy to be vegan for a meal. It's very easy to be vegan maybe for a day. Gets difficult once you get up to a week. And then if you're kind of just living a normal life where not everything in every part of the day is surrounded by what I eat, is, you know, like off to work and I go do this. Like with her diet, even if I kind of go, right, oh, I haven't prepared anything for lunch, I'm just go down to the shop and get something. You go past advert after advert for sandwiches, for donuts, for sausage rolls, and the smells getting pumped out of a pizza restaurant where you're just smelling cheese. You're like, oh, it's amazing. And so like trying to carry on is just difficult. It's like, oh, let's go out for a meal for date night tonight, and then all of a sudden you can't go to any restaurant because there's nothing that is completely vegan. And in her case as well, it's or in her diet, you can't even have pasta. Oh no, that's not bananas. What was it? You're not allowed starch. So with her, you're not allowed to have starch or something, or it's cooked. You've got to be totally raw. You're not allowed to have that. That's socially awkward, and there you have cravings. Like every time we've gone fairly vegan, do you know what? My hunger goes up. I'm like, oh, it's all right. I'm eating all this good stuff, and then you kind of go, I've eaten shitloads, and I'm still fucking hungry. Do you know what? A chocolate bar, it may have about 300 calories in it, but man, that takes away all my cravings. Can't have chocolate. It's got milk in it. Oh, terrible. So yeah, it's what I would 100%. Veganism is not easy. I fully support everyone to aspire towards it, and I promote the idea of a plant-based diet. So have your diet where at the bottom it's just all plants. And then at the top you have sausage rolls. But most of it should be plants. Whether it's fruits, herbs, spices, potatoes, vegetables, stuff like that. But to say that it's easy to be 100% vegan 100% of the time for a long period of time, yeah, a lot of people fall off that bandwagon very quickly.
And people kind of just treat it like, it's just like a casual thing. Like anyone can, you can make your choice, I make mine, just mind your own business. I'm sure you've had that sort of like comment as a vegan. Oh, I'm really like happy for you that you choose vegan. Good on you. That's fantastic. But no, I can never do it. It's like, you shouldn't have the choice. You should be forced to be vegan.
Oh, what a sound! But oh my god, this is such a soundbite session going on here. I thought I'd be like done this in like 4 minutes, but this is that special. So she's got oh my god, in her head, she wakes up in the morning and debates in her head whether people should be allowed to live because they don't follow her diet. She thinks about that to the point where she even thinks about the non-living of her family, members of her actual family, and now she's thinking everyone should be forced to follow her diet. Is there some form of Nazism going on here or something? But like that's
No, I can never do it. It's like, you shouldn't have the choice. You should be forced to be vegan.
Oh my god, imagine living in a world where she was like the ruler, the master. And you're like, oh, there's a couple chickens out here. Oh, I'm really hungry. No, you can't eat chickens. You can only eat their bread. No, you're not allowed bread either. Oh my god. You're allowed to eat the seeds that the chickens were going to eat. Or the grass that cow was going to eat. That's all you're allowed to have. And we're forcing you to not be... We're going to kill all these animals so you can't eat them. Just... Wow.
You should absolutely be forced to be vegan. The situation the planet is in, we cannot wait for you to fucking get your shit together.
The situation the planet is in, we cannot wait for you to get your shit together. Like, I like her hard-hitting vocabulary that she's using here. And the situation that the world is in. Yeah, just lots of humans. Let's kill them all. Let's kill them all.
We cannot wait. The animals cannot wait.
Oh my god, is she about to cry?
Yeah, so as you can see, I'm really passionate about this, and do I...
Great freeze frame there. Really passionate about it, really mental about it is how I would define it here.
Want to kill people? No, I don't want to kill people. And yes, I was in that situation before.
Oh my god, look at if any of you study body language, look at her face while she's saying, I don't want to kill people.
About this, and do I want to kill people? No, I don't want to kill people. And yes, I was in that situation before where I did...
Like, totally not looking at the camera when she says, no, I don't want to kill people. Can't look at... Like, everything else is totally straight to the camera, serious, serious, serious. Do you want to kill people? No, I don't want to kill people.
See, I'm really passionate about this, and do I want to kill people? No, I don't want to kill people. And yes, I was in that situation before where I didn't know.
She really, like, her voice sounds like she's actually about to cry here. Like, she's, like, so emotional. Wow.
I didn't know about the meat and dairy industry. No, I didn't have a fucking clue.
You were ignorant at the time. But that's not a bad thing. It's just something people need to teach you about.
But I educated myself. Oh. So there's people who have educated themselves, but are like, nah, I don't feel like doing it right now.
Yep.
I don't feel like doing it. I've heard, I knew a vegan once, and they were, a little bit weak, and they couldn't do this and that, and...
Oh dear, she's totally saying exactly what I just said there.
Just some, I knew a vegan once who had a child, and the child had deficiencies or some shit, just looking for excuses. No, you should not have that option. You're just going to step the fuck up. Or you...
Do you know what, what she's saying there, I would say it's very difficult towards the vegan standpoint. What I would say is what she's saying there, I would bring that to a lot of people who are overweight and say, oh, I've got an eating disorder, or that go, oh, I can't lose weight because I really just love donuts. Um, so kind of what she's saying there, people that go, oh, I've got an addiction to food. Yeah, no shit, everyone does. So I would take a harder line with people that are going, oh, it's really difficult to lose weight, or it's really difficult to not eat shit all the time. And I just like, you've got to fucking grow up sometimes and just face facts here. And that's in terms of people that are just like binge eating or chocolate sweeties, which I myself, hands up to that, but I take countermeasures like go for 15-kilometer runs in the hills kind of stuff to counteract that kind of stuff. But when it's coming to her specific form of veganism, it's a bit more difficult.
You really don't deserve to live on this planet.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Still not going to subscribe to you, Freelee. That's, yeah. Oh, that it? That was it. That was it. Oh. Yeah. I'm glad I did that as a reaction video. That was some... It's to the point where I'm just like, oh, you poor girl. You poor girl. Don't know where to go with that. Just like, see you later.